So it looks like Cinco was going to call his guys on DDG, or at least he posed a threat of it.
Update with this DDG beef with Jay Cinco. Jay Cinco went live and answered the most pressing question this week that's been on all of our minds. Did Jay Cinco call the Crips on DDG? Now, if you guys are confused or you didn't watch my other videos, I'll break it down for you, okay? So Jay Cinco and DDG announced they're no longer friends. They're no longer working together, and Jay Cinco is not going to join the content house they started together. DDG went live and said one of the reasons that led to this permanent breakup, opposed to just two friends arguing temporarily, is when Jay Cinco threatened him with the Crips.
I'm trolling this at this point. And then it get to a point where really make me say, like, you know what? I don't fuck with this no more. This got the talking gangster shit with me. Typing with only C's and shit, replacing all the K's. And I'm like, who are you trying to bang on? To me, shit ain't even that deep. Even when he's saying the this and that, blah, 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 blah. It ain't even that deep to me. I'm like, bro, this shit really not that deep. Let's just go get some 16-ounce gloves and let's just box this shit out. And we can hug it out afterwards. That's how I solve my problem. That's how real friends supposed to go. You fight, you get it out the way, and then we good. I told this nigga, hey, let's box this, get it over with. Boom, boom. I was just gonna tickle his nose a little bit, jab. Went that deep. I wasn't gonna try to hurt the little man. Like I wouldn't even on that. I'm like, bro, you're not finna keep saying on the phone, I'm gonna beat your ass, I'm gonna do this and that, blah, 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 blah. And then you don't wanna. Ain't that gang culture? Don't y'all fight all the time? I'm like, this should be nothing but a walk in the park. Let's just box and run this bag up for capaholics. Let's just get this shit over with. It's not that deep. This calls his Crip homies.
Hey, yo, tell me. Yo, you know what's funny about DDG, though? Yo, DDG is pretty good at trolling. I gotta hand him that. You see the title of his shirt? The Program. Yo, he's still trying to set the message just based off what he's wearing.
This calls his Crip homies. I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't my mans. This ain't my mans. This is not my homie. You calling some to come fight for you? Knowing how this shit can go, knowing how far it can go, I wouldn't be surprised if this nigga was on the phone trying to put plays together to get me robbed, whatever the I don't know what the this nigga got going on. But once he did that and he's trying to call on me, I'm like, nah, this not my homie.
We ain't doubt it, all right? We ain't doubt a word DDG said, because if you've ever had any interaction with a LA cat, this is how they operate, bro. All right, they blood you. All right, they double seize you. All right, they bang on you. All right, they make hella threats online. Then when it comes to seeing them in person, they bring 100 gang members for you. This is how these dudes operate, bro. LA is filled with the most self-hating black folks you've ever seen, bro.
Nah, that's a fact. Nah, gang culture is strong in LA. Like strong. You know what I mean? Like, bro, if you buy yourself, yo, listen, if you ever travel to LA, just be in a nice, safe, secured spot and don't start like no real problems in certain hoods because they got numbers for sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of people have taken some bad L's in Cali for sure.
Got all the smoke for you, the civilian, the black man, but you know, they don't got no smoke for no Mexican. They don't got no smoke for no white man. They don't got no smoke for any other race but their own. So because of our implicit biases towards LA, we already thought this was true. We didn't even need to hear Jay Cinco's side. But I thought, you know what, bro, Flacco, that's not right, man. Okay, you know, you lived in LA for 4 to 5 years. You've made some friends in LA. Just being automatically biased against LA ain't right, bro. Hear out Jay Cinco. So we're going to hear out what Jay Cinco has to say because, quite frankly, I'll be real, I really don't have a side in this beef. I like Jay Cinco. I think he's a stand-up dude. I think DDG's a stand-up dude. So it don't bother me none to hear out both sides, okay? So Jay Cinco responded back, and here's his reasoning or what he has to say in regards to the accusation that he called the Crips on DDG.
At this point, he did get to a point where really made me say, like, you know what, I don't put this no more.
I had his back, gang. Like, in real, they ain't happened. What the fuck happened for what? Internet beef?
I'm like,
beef for real, but it's not the streets, gang.
What you talking about? You're not gonna bang on me. And then
I type like that all the time.
Across the line, bro. The following day,
yeah.
Bro, I called T.O. because they all in the crib deliberating and shit. I called.
Yeah. This is what I really want to talk about. And if he would have listened to my video and not yapped the whole time, he would have understood. He would.
Yo, Cinco, listen, bro. You in a different tax bracket, all right? It's time to buy premium. No more ads. Come on, Jay. but let's continue.
Caught what I'm finna say.
Blah, 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 blah. This gonna say like, Kyle, your daddy.
Yeah.
So I said, I made you. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you saying Kyle is this, what the fuck out of you?
Yeah.
I gotta at least be your uncle or something.
And mind you, and this is, I know this is something he doesn't know how to do, and I take full accountability. You know what I'm saying? I apologize because at the end of the day, you know that wasn't right to say. I shouldn't have stooped to his level. You know, I should have remained calm-headed. That was my fault.
Now I gotta be your grandma.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. I'm still laughing about the program shirt. Like, yo, DDG knows how to troll. I gotta give him his respect on that. He knows how to engage in battle in war. Like, this dude has no quit. I gotta hand it to him.
I gotta be something to you. There ain't no way you popping it like that, right? That's what he said. So then, yeah, I said I made you.
Yeah.
And then that's what he got to doing all this other. So we get on the phone arguing back and forth. I told this, all right, we going back and forth. This is how I saw this man, right? To me, ain't even that deep. Even when he's saying the this and that, blah, 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 blah. It ain't even that deep to me. I'm like, bro, this really not that deep.
Yeah.
Let's just go get some 16-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
And let's just box this out. And we can hug it out afterwards.
Yeah. And this is where he lied. You know what I'm saying? Our last messages were, he told me, you for life. On the phone, they said, we not homies, I'm gonna beat the shit out you. After I beat the shit out you, we not gonna be cool, nigga. Don't ever think we finna be cool. All this, all that. So why is you making it seem like, oh, we could have just, I told him, let's just do 16 ounces. We just tickle his nose a little bit, and then we cool. No, man, you said some whole other shit. So, and then you said, I'm with all that. You said, I'm with all that, and all that, like, yeah, so, oh yeah, I don't know if he said it yet.
My problem. That's how real friends supposed to go. You fight, you get it out of the way,
Yeah.
and then we good.
Yeah.
I told this nigga, hey, let's box this get over with. Boom, boom. I was gonna tickle his nose a little bit, you know, jab. He wasn't that deep. I wasn't gonna try to hurt the little man. Like I wouldn't even know that. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna keep saying on the phone, I'm gonna do this and that.
Mind you, he's saying it like I said, I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, hey, I'm gonna beat your ass. Gang, you the one initiating this.
It's not as egregious as I initially thought, but nah, bro, you can't call the gang on nobody, bro. Like, I can understand him saying, hey, yo, DDG told me that we beefing and we ops and we would never be cool and we got to fight and get it out the way, but we'll never be friends again and we ain't friends no more. So I'm no longer looking at him as a friend. I'm looking at him as a op. But still, bro, like, these are people that you got with the last 2 years. Y'all went everywhere together. Y'all were homies. Y'all party. Y'all chill together. You go to the gym with Deshae and other people every morning. Those ain't your enemies. Like, DDG is your op, but those ain't your enemies, bro. You feel me? Like, you know for the most part that it'll be like a fair one and they won't jump you. Because if you think they would jump you after years of hanging out, then I don't know why you was hanging out with them in the first place. But even at that.
Because they all fake as hell. That's why. I mean, that's how it seems to me. A lot of people try to, like, in the content, like, man, not even just a content creation, just in business in general. A lot of people in business, they're not as tight as they appear to be, right? And now, in Cinco situation, in terms of calling other guys to, you know, fight DDG, I'm sorry, bro. You want to know why I don't really respect gangs for the most part? It's because ninjas are only tough in a group, but most ninjas are not tough by themselves. See, you really find out a lot about a man when he's in a situation and he's one-on-one with somebody, not 1 against 10. Because it's real easy to feel strong and talk tough when you have a whole cast or a whole support system around you and you're only going against one person. You know, so that's why all this gang stuff, I'm going to get my guys or it'll all beat your ass. It's like, are you really that tough? You know, like, that's how I look at it.
And I can understand, yo, bringing like your big brother.
I mean, now it's different if you are with your guys and you got someone coming out of nowhere provoking you. That's a little different, but I'm not going to just get all my guys just to beat up on one person. I like a one-on-one. I'm that type of guy. I don't like to just have a gang or have a crew of guys and we just start jumping people left and right because we have numbers. You know, it's just, but that's how gang culture is, bro. Like, a lot of people don't feel safe until they have numbers. They don't feel safe until they're in a group.
With you or one of your homies or two of your homies, But to say I'm calling the section, I'm calling the Crips on DDG, I can't find any justifying it within J. Cinco's reasoning. Understand, right? Not wanting to fear one, want to bring your homies because you don't trust DDG. Understand, right? 1 or 2 homies, cool. But you calling the Crips to pull up? Nah, I can't justify that, bro.
You feel me? And I told bro, I literally said, and when he said, I'm gonna let it get to it.
And then you don't want to. Hey,
I never said I didn't want to. I always said I'm never turning on no fade, brother. Like that's already that, brother. I've been said that, brother.
Don't y'all fight all the time? I'm like, this should be nothing but a walk in the park. Let's just box and run his bag up for capaholics.
Yeah.
Just get this over with. It's not that.
But he don't need money, gang. He's not money hungry. Why? Like, run the bag up for capaholics, but brother, mind you, bro just said, I don't need money. I'm full, gang. I'm full. Like, he don't need no money, gang.
This cost his Crip homies.
Ooh.
This ain't my man's. This ain't my man's.
I'm not your man. You just told me I wasn't your man's, though, brother. You just said I wasn't your man's, brother. Now when I call the bros, it's like, nah, he not my man's, brother. The reason why I called the bros is, everybody bowed down to you. When I got into it with you, I'm not like I don't even feel comfortable. Now I feel like if something happened, gang, ain't nobody riding for me. That's how I personally felt. So I'm gonna pull up with my bros. That don't mean my bros gonna do anything to you, brother. Mind you, that's why he apologized last time, because I brought the bros. We was supposed to link up at the video. We was doing our video and we got into it. We was finna squabble, and I always say this anytime. I say, I'm gonna squabble you first, and then my bro want a bag fade off you. Yeah, like that's how that's how we do it.
I genuinely like J. Cinco. So this really breaks my heart, man. Yo, J. Cinco is a good. Yo, I always view J. Cinco as like a solid one of those dudes who were raised by their father, who was really raised by like an OG, so he kind of have like old school principles. But this is disappointing, man. But this is.
Yeah, it really is, bro. And the thing is, listen, I got nothing against J. Cinco. And listen, I'm in the middle. Like, I don't like both Cinco and DDG, they both look bad, right? That's how I look at it. But bro, I'm always a person that prefers a one-on-one conversation or a one-on-one fight if it needs to go there. Like, I'm that type of guy. But all this calling guys to jump you and like it don't need to be all that, bro. Like all this violence. Like, I'm all for necessary violence. Yeah, like being violent within reason, sure. But calling guys to jump you or having all this backup, it's just too much, bro. It's too much.
One of those things, and I don't even blame J. Cinco, because this is one of those things that makes sense in LA. If you've ever been to LA, this one, LA people will hear this and think this the realest ish that anybody has ever said. Hey, listen, bro. I'm going to catch the fade you want, like I'm going to catch the fair one, but only if you fight my brother afterwards. You got to fight the bros afterwards, after you fight me. When it comes to fair ones, when it comes to handling your candle by yourself, that's a foreign concept to some LA dudes, bro. Some LA dudes don't know what it means to be an individual.
And that's why they're weak. That goes to my point earlier. It's that, like I said, most people don't feel tough until they're in a group. Most people know that they're bitches by themselves. That's why I don't really fuck with gangs. I never did. I never did, bro. Like in the hood, like whether I was in New York or in Atlanta, like when niggas will crew up, they want to talk all that tough shit. But when they're by themselves, they're good citizens. Like I just don't really respect it. Like I never did. So that's why I said, yeah, I'm not making no excuse for DDG, but Cinco, he's not really so innocent either, bro. It's just a big mess. You know what I mean? So basically, I just want to play this video by Flacco just to show that even though DDG does deserve some heat, Cinco is not totally innocent either. That's basically how I'm looking at it. But like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to Flacco. I'll see y'all later.